How could we, any of us, forget? Every church and bell tower rings the tremor of remembering, and still we forget. Every inch of marble, every tree, dead or leafing, whispers his love-dense grief, and still we forget. Do this in remembrance of me, he said, because the traffic thickens and the screens swell like summer fire, because we drown in wine and can't recall who made us alive to dine and turned the water into sacred wine. Remember, with your tongue, teeth, and belly cave, remember the taste of saved from the barren ache. By the Lord's death, the backwards black hole to the land of promise, where your fear and gnash and grind are swathed in shalom upon us, like the blessed release into feast and home to end a treacherous odyssey, where we rest like a pearl, like honesty. Remember the house he's building for you, in the home he fills for you with fire and cloud and nostalgic sounds of the happy home you never had. Remember the great law, the masterpiece written on your heart with clearly etched lines of right, and how we blur it with scribble art, how virus pride wars and transforms it, just so we can have more shiny things to fill the hole that hails us back to him. Remember the curse of trying and failing, the waiting to arrive finally at the full meal deal, but on a train with square wheels, like carving marble with a dull knife and hoping for the David. How our holy is a faded plastic castle against the classic angels of the ages. Remember the master king with the sword who sculpted your life for living, and how he gladly hung all day in and as the jaws of our decay to slay death and our hatred that nailed him with the devil's claw, to be the law, to bear the curse, to be the bridge from heaven to earth. Remember how he saved their babies. They must have thought it strange that lamb's blood on a door frame could make them safe, but they obeyed and laid the way for the human lamb to take our human sentence and save our souls more precious than infants. Remember, it seems so easy, but we forgot the parted sea as soon as we got hot and thirsty. Remember God's body and his pain, making each face on this plane a priceless, once-in-a-lifetime love. He wants so much to dine with that he'll wait until the end of time to eat bread, and he'll keep his drink until it's wedding wine. So, weekly, we eat and drink to ask him in and stay aghast at the exchange of his life for our sin. Be changed by the way this love will break us, like a seed opens to let its body find the sun. Remember, you are a made being of ground and a ruby set in a crown, but with spirit and eyes to see and believe that you are sought and you are found, and all you have received must be freed to help ring the bells of remembering, outbound to call the lonely. Remember how God rose from the dead and ate again, and how you too must eat this meal, the way a family heals from a day in a mangled world, back around the table with warm bread and sweet wine and rest outside of time. Remember the new covenant he bled to birth. We were estranged and enslaved to rules on stone, and now cradled babes, grown with the milk and meat of grace, inscribed on our heart thrones, so love becomes innate and chosen. Remember the weight of that humble supper in that plain upper room. So let us open the shutters and drink to his grace that seals up the cuts of our striving. Remember.